Really sorry we have to interrupt golf for a short time. We do have a tornado warning in play. Most of Central Florida is quiet, but we do have a really nasty situation developing for us in extreme southern Brevard County. This is going to be right in around Mico. I'm going to take you a little bit further in here for you. Again, as we move forward over the next couple of minutes here, this is likely to just be in effect for a short time because this storm is almost off of the coast for us right now. I do want to point out that at least at this time, most of Central Florida is quiet, and that's what we are likely going to see here going forward over the next couple of hours. We're going to get rid of this warning shortly, but again, I apologize that we are breaking into programming for us right now, but you do see here as we take a closer look, I'm just going to work the radar closer into Mico, and it's right where you're seeing this cylinder pop up. That's where we have some of this spin, and this is going to be right along the coast. So I do think that the most concerning portion of this storm is just about to exit the coast. So again, we're going to be able to get off the air again very, very quickly. Then we're going to head back over to the clickorlando.com Facebook and YouTube pages. You can follow over there. But you're seeing right here where we do have these darker reds and we do have the darker greens next to each other. Here is the coastline. Here is Mico. And that cylinder here that's popped up on your screen, that is where the strongest rotation of this system is. Certainly it does have that look on radar as we continue to watch this cell work its way off the coast. So I'm going to take you a little bit closer in here. Here is downtown Mico. I'm going to bring out the telestration. There we go with Mico. Here we go with Highway A1A. Right about here, that is where we have the rotation. So still we have the opportunity for the tornado to be with us for a short amount of time longer. I do want to draw out here. This is your kind of classic supercell thunderstorm. You see the hook right in through here. That is your supercell. If there were to be a tornado on the ground, again, this is radar confirmed here. This is radar indicated that we are continuing to see this and why we have the tornado warning. In fact, there actually have been pictures of funnels with this storm. So it does have a history of at least getting close to producing a tornado, and that is why the National Weather Service has gone ahead and issued this tornado warning. Again, for us in Mico, we're doing okay. Where it's very, very heavy. The rain is coming down very strong. You see all the lightning strikes. In fact, right where X marked the spot right there, that is where we do have the rotation. I'm going to take you a little bit closer in to the street level here and show you where we're looking at. The good news is with the part that is rotating, we are going to be able to clear the coast relatively soon. After we get another radar scan, we might be able to give the all clear here. What we're looking at is right where this here is the end of the coastline. We may have all of that rotation off of the coast. Now this warning is going to go until 6:15, so that's going to be 30 minutes. I guarantee you it's going to be expired before then, but we're just going to wait until we get all of this rotation off of the coast, and then we will send you back to Gulf. Right in here. Again, here is the coast. It looks like we will have most of that rotation already off the coast. We're just going to stay with this a little while longer so that we can get one more clean radar scan. But if you're watching in Mico, we are going to be okay. We are under that tornado warning. But the worst of this system, the worst portion of this storm is already to the east of you. So some good news there. And then here is the coast. There are the barrier islands as that storm continues to work its way out. Now again, that tornado warning rolls until 6:15, but I'm almost positive that we're going to either see that canceled early or that threat is going to come to an end prior to that warning going on. I'm just getting my bearings straight here. I'm going to turn the lightning off so that we can all see what is going on and get some of this junk off the screen. Where the worst part of this storm is 100% off of the coast. So what we're going to do is here, if you guys are tuning in again and trying to see the match here, We are breaking into the programming. You see it on the other side of your screen there. We'll get the volume back shortly here and we will let you get back to it. But we broke into programming because of this tornado warning. I can confidently say that even though this warning goes until 6:15, the most dangerous portion of this storm has exited the coast. If you want to continue to stay up with this, hit us up on the clickorlando.com YouTube page. Find us on Facebook, also on clickorlando.com. I'm going to head back over to our streaming area in our newsroom. We're going to pinpoint this until the severe thunderstorm portion of this storm is also over. But where we would have a tornado that would now be out over the Atlantic Ocean, leaving us alone in Mico. Again, we're going to stay on this. We're going to continue to watch it. If for whatever reason we see that rotation spin back inland, we're going to break back into programming. But nonetheless, the most dangerous part of the storm is now out over the ocean. All right, so we're going to stay with this a little while longer here as we watch. I don't know why we're continuing to keep on going, but we'll try to get back. I'm getting told. All right, so just to get you closer here, there's Mico. Okay, so we are under the tornado warning until 6:15. We are watching this little yellow cylinder here. Here is the coastline. That storm cell is now working its way back over, and we are going to see this continue to push off of the Atlantic coastline over the next few minutes or so. The deal with this is, even though we're in a tornado warning until 6:15, the most dangerous part of the storm has now left over, and I'm going to try to get you back to programming as soon as we can. The warning, again, is still in effect until 6:15, and we're going to send things over to Eric Von Aken.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. As Jonathan just said, Eric Von Aken here in the studio with meteorologist Jonathan Kegas. So look, I know you're watching golf right now and you're saying, this doesn't affect me, but please understand, this does affect a lot of people in southeastern Brevard County right now. Jonathan was saying it seems the worst of the danger. This is a tornado warning, a legitimate tornado warning from the National Weather Service. And there are a lot of people in this area. It seems the worst of it is continuing to move offshore minute by minute. We understand that. We recognize that. We understand there's a lot of people who are not in this warning area. But for the folks who live there, we have this radar graphic up on the right side of your screen. For the folks who don't live there, as you see on the left side of your screen, is Gulf. We're going to work on trying to bring up the audio so you can hear Gulf. But again, the idea here is because this dangerous storm is over southeastern Brevard County, we are getting reports of lightning strikes, damage caused by lightnings. We're hearing about potential injuries. We just got confirmation from FWC that a boat captain was struck by lightning right in the area of Pineda Causeway and US 1. So somebody out on the water, possibly struck by lightning. We hear there may be injuries to this boat captain. Just want to let you know, we have a crew headed that way. This is one of the stories we're working on for News 6 coming up at 6:30 right after this golf game, or whenever this golf game ends. We're also hearing that there has been some property damage. We're hearing that a home, at least one home in the area somewhere in Brevard County, again, we believe it to be southeast Brevard County, has been struck by lightning. We're trying to find out the extent of that. But again, if you're tuning in with us, there is a tornado warning, again, from the National Weather Service. So it is legitimate for this area in southern Brevard County, right around Mico. Meteorologist Jonathan Kegas is with us and has been reporting that the worst of it seems to be moving offshore very quickly, but this warning officially goes until 6:15 this evening, which is why we're still on the air with you. But at the same time, we believe the risk to be low. Again, we have Gulf here on the left side of the screen here. Meteorologist Jonathan Kegas has been pinpointing this as it has moved through. I know he's looking at it now, and in fact, he's trying to get a better look at the radar. He's been on TV and on clickorlando.com and on our News 6 app all afternoon with you, watching these storms as they've been firing up. The latest, again, tornado warning. We know that the storms in this area, southern Brevard County, have been severe enough, as we said, to cause a house fire in Vieira and to strike someone out on the water. A boat captain, we understand, has been very likely, it appears to be struck by lightning. FWC officially, what they're explaining to us, is investigating a possible boat captain struck by lightning, and it appears that there may be injuries in this area. I'm watching meteorologist Jonathan Kegas going back and forth to different radars. Jonathan was predicting that even though the National Weather Service says that this tornado warning goes through 6:15, he believes it's not going to go that long. Jonathan, you're still thinking it's going to expire before that?
I do. And the primary reason for that is because a lot of times they'll put just a random 30-minute to 45-minute tag on the initial warning. The rotation is way out here. That yellow line is the coast. So the most dangerous portion of the storm, where the storm is spinning, where it could produce a tornado, is now way, way out to sea. So that is some good news for us there. I'm trying to get back to another radar perspective for you, but we're having some computer issues nonetheless. Miko, I know your bells and whistles on your phones are still likely going off, but I can assure you that the worst part of this storm is now way out over to sea. Just want to confirm with the National Weather Service just real quick, just to make sure that they are in fact seeing the same things.
And Jonathan?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we're getting word that from what you're seeing here, that this storm is far enough off the coast, the folks there are out of danger. Still, as we say, the official warning is going until 6:15, but from everything we can tell, it appears folks there are out of danger. That doesn't mean we're giving up here. Again, we're going to be tracking this, as Jonathan Kegas said, on our News 6 app, of course on clickrelated.com, our News 6 Facebook page. We will be here all evening. Our newscast starts at 6:30. Again, golf there on the left. We return you now to golf, but we'll see you again in a few minutes. And of course, if anything else pops up until our newscast, we want to keep you safe. We'll be right back. For now, we return you to golf.
Hey guys, meteorologist Jonathan Kegas back with you. We were just on the television on News 6 I apologized for it then, and I'm going to apologize for it now. I know there's golf going on. It's extremely important. Excuse me. I'm into the match as well. But there was a tornado warning for southeast Brevard County. The warning officially went until 6:15. We got out early because I didn't think that everyone was in danger anymore, because the rotation of this cell, the most damaging part, the most dangerous part of the cell, and just like that, that tornado warning is no longer there. So again, we were correct in getting off, but the rotation is now way out here. But there was danger at a time for us in and around Miko, and that is the main reason why that we got on, and that's the reason why we got off. We saw the danger. Tornado warning was issued. We had to let those people know, and I know that 95% of Central Florida was doing okay. We've been great all afternoon, but there was a period of dangerous stuff. So if you guys are just tuning in, awesome, Ian. Thank you. I appreciate that. Go back to hanging outside then. Awesome, Marcus. Thank you. Hey, Roz, tell that to someone that was just impacted by that. That was a very nasty storm. Hey, Susan, if you're still with us, you are correct. There was nothing happening in Orange County. But here's the thing. We cover a lot more than just Orange County, and there were people in serious danger here with a very powerful storm that showed a very powerful rotation signature that there could have been a tornado. This storm was producing funnel clouds already, so it was very close to producing a tornado when it was over Sebastian, and it may have tightened up enough, as we call it, to produce something there. So to everybody complaining, I'm sorry. The game is back on. Okay, the golf match is back on. We have a job to do here, and when there's a tornado, potentially tornado producing storm that's impacting people, we have to cut in. So sorry, Bill. I hope you enjoy. Is Jordan Spieth still winning, or is he going to choke again? I don't know. We'll find out, I guess, but we're not on TV anymore. Alafaya is not going to get heavy rain. So now we're back on here. So if everyone can just, you can go back to enjoying your Sunday. And if you care about the weather, then you can stay on here and we can have a conversation as we track this storm that, again, is still powerful. We have a severe thunderstorm warning continuing. But the tornado warning has come down early, as we expected. And again, we were getting off the air early, as I mentioned, while we were forecasting this with you on television. All right, so let's just see here. Let's see if we have actually any beneficial comments out there. Dale, if you're still with us, yeah, well, that 10% of the people that you're talking about, they're people. So, yeah, sorry, I hope you caught that last hole, because the golf goes for another, 30 minutes, so you're good. And it's tied right now. So, you're going to have a lot more golf. So, you didn't miss anything. All right, so now we're going to get back to it again. We are almost done with the bad weather in general. The worst weather is still just hanging on to extreme southeast Brevard. We have another little cell moving south of Kissimmee. Titusville, we still have a little downpour around as well. We will not. No more tornadoes are coming. The only shot today for a brief tornado, if you were with us earlier, we were talking about if there was going to be a brief tornado, it would be right along the coast. It needed the help of the East Coast sea breeze. So the only things we're going to have to watch out for if anything gets close to the coast still. So maybe this guy if it drifts to the coast, maybe that guy if it drifts to the coast. But in terms of a widespread severe weather threat, that is over. We're hanging on to just a few more strong storms. And look at this, towards Port St. Lucie. That is a real nasty storm. So the people down in that market, are missing golf right now because there is a tornado, and that is a very nasty storm that could produce a tornado. That is why there was a warning, and that's why there's a warning there near Port St. Lucie. All the active weather now down into South Florida, or towards South Florida anyway. But nonetheless, there you go. All right, so you're hanging out in Port St. Lucie. Before I get off, we're going to go check this out. There is the spin. So here is Port St. Lucie, Jensen Beach, and Ocean Breeze Park. That's where the strongest part of that storm is. Here is Highway 1. The coast is out here, so there's still a little bit ways to go. So if anyone's tuning in, happens to be finding this feed on YouTube or on Facebook, or just happen to be perusing clickorlando.com, the worst of this storm is hanging around Jensen Beach, Ocean Breeze Park. You guys need to make sure, number one, you're off the beach. Number two, you got to make sure you're taking shelter. Interior room. Hey, man, where are you watching from? If you could tell me where you are watching from, that would be extremely helpful. So if you're just tuning in, again, the severe weather threat is just about over for Brevard County. We're still hanging on to a severe thunderstorm warning for extreme eastern and southern Brevard County. That's including Palm Bay, Grand Falcaria, Mico, Sebastian, and Indian River County. South of there, though, we are still seeing some nasty, nasty storms right around Stewart right now. The potential is there for a tornado. We're going to get real close here. If anybody happen to find this stream from YouTube or clickorlando.com or Facebook, this is now towards the Port St. Lucie area. So this is not the Brevard tornado warning that expired 20 minutes early, and that threat quickly moved out into the ocean. But again, I want to stress that there was a very dangerous period there for about 5 to 10 minutes while that storm was dropping funnels. Okay, so there was ground confirmation of that happening. Here we go. Around Stewart, North River Shores, Palm Lake Park. Make sure that you are getting into your safe place. Again, this is a really nasty storm. Again, this is towards Jensen Beach, south of Port St. Lucie, north of Stewart now. Carlos in Miami, I believe. Let me check out what's going on in Miami for you right now. Things are nice and quiet right now in Miami. So all of this stuff that we are kind of tracking here will not impact Miami. The tornado is, or at least the potential tornado, is near Port St. Lucie and near Stewart. Okay, and that little yellow cylinder that's up on your screen, that is the computer forecasting where that tornado is. You see the reds and greens here. It's a little less impressive around Stewart, but nonetheless, there it is. Alrighty, guys. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate all of the people that we're trying to get potentially life-saving information. And for all the people watching golf, I hope you enjoy the end of the tournament. We should not be bothering you in the 95% of Central Florida that is not seeing the nasty weather. For the rest of the night, most of this stuff is pushing back. Thank you guys a ton for tuning in. Again, we're going to have a recap on this. We've gotten reports of the lightning being extremely dangerous, impactful. We've had some reports. We're going to have more on that coming up on the news after golf. So we will catch everybody then again on WKMG News 6 if you are in the Orlando area. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it.